A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. We've reached the halfway mark of the regular season. A lot of work left to do as we're away in Week 9. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Handoff on 2nd and short. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Herbert on 1st down. Made the throw as he was getting hit block, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Cardinals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
He's still going at the 30. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Complete out to the right side. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First and 10 from the 41. That's complete to Leggett. And he's brought down at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 3 yards the pickup, now it's 3rd and 8.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now.
Go.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Herbert from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Man in motion here. First and 10. Here's Herbert. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. A quarter down. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. Herbert now, blitz coming. Legette's got it. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. On comes the field goal unit to try this one for the 49ers. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing it to start this drive. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Second and 10 now. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball on the 45. First and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Benson once more. And they bring him down around the 34.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's second and inches.
Here we go.
From the 34. McBride hauls it in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense set for a first and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18. Ready.
Looking for a throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals now lead by 10. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
You need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Getting out to his left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. This is reeled in by Leggett. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Go.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. We send a man in motion. Herbert throwing on 4th down. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers make it a 1-score game in the first half. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Viking 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
They'll come out throwing. It's reeled in by Benson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. Back to throw. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And in for the Arizona touchdown. To rock this offense, looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals drive their lead to 11. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He's on the move. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight and forced the throwaway.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. The 49ers looking for a score before halftime. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers make it a one-score game before halftime. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers cut the lead down to 4.
49ers 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. Able to get it to Benson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Taken in by Smith. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. New set of downs for him from the 46.
18, Pioneer. Come on. Set. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Still sticking with the passing game. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Go street. Warrior 70. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 10. He's got Smith. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 3rd down from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And now they're left with 4th and short.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
That's cut beyond the marker. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it with all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
He'll throw it yet again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Ready? Street! Street!
Running back sent in motion.
19 Lions! Trap 60! Trap 60! 18 Raptor! 18 Raptor! Ready?
Here he is to throw on 2nd down. See if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Here we go, 4th and goal inside the 1.
Here we go! Here we go! Set go!
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he gets in, touchdown! The Cardinals will add to their lead at the end of the half. Well, 4th and goal, and you go quarterback sneak, Brock. You know this firsthand. You better trust those big boys to help you get that ball across the goal line.
You can almost feel it the second you get done uttering the play, right? It comes out of your mouth, and those linemen just give you that look. Like, yes, this is my chance to own the line of scrimmage, to move the people in front of me. That's a good call and better execution from the entire group.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And this won't amount to much. Tackled after a small run to the 32. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Airing it out to start this drive. Escapes the pocket. Benson's got it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ready? Warrior 70. Go.
To throw here on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Cardinals first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, ball at the 36. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got Harrison. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
That one's caught along the left sideline. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down from the red zone. And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals grow the lead coming out of halftime. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Looking to tack on the point after. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals push their lead to 18.
49ers 17.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. Give now to the running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Outright, Leggett makes the ground. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a 49er first down. Herbert from the gun. Complete out to the right. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to third down and 3. Motioning the tight end now. Herbert now to throw on third. To the sideline, and he has the catch. Tough play for a small gain, but it does get the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10, Herbert. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The rookie out of Miami with the pick. Finds a seam left side. He's off to the races. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Set.
Tight end in motion left. Herbert back to it after the pick. Hits his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Go.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Here he is on third and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And it'll be Cardinals football. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
Let's go.
Throwing now from the gun. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Track at 60. Tag. Buffalo 18.
First and 10, looking to throw. Still going inside the 35. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
And they've got themselves another first and 10.
Ready? Check smash. 19 Lion. Ready?
They're throwing it. Taken in by Smith. Has room into the secondary. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives them first and goal. Thankfully, only one quarter to play. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Trap 60. Set.
They've got a man in motion. Pass play on first and goal. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Cardinals keep running away with this. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals continue piling on to this lead.
49ers 17.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Baylor Tiger. Set. Go.
Herbert now, blitz coming. Stays in. Will the Cardinals get to him here? He's brought down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know, one thing I've noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
Short pass brought in. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Let's go. Ready?
First and 10, here's Herbert. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he goes out a little short of the 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Set. 59. Set.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on second down. This one falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing third and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
He's got Smith. Jukes one defender. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go, here we go. Set go.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Flush down now to his left. He's running for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready? 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
From the red zone now. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Come on, set. Riggs. Come 19.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Arizona. Ooh, baby, Brock. This one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals grow their lead yet again. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Line. Set.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Herbert throwing again. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and long for him here. And they pick him off again. Pat Surtain has it. And the Cardinals have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4? He probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Taken in by Harrison. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Panther 11.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Hey, smash. Seven Pirates. Take go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. This reeled in by Benson. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Cardinals are running them out of the building. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Cardinals take over on his 5th interception of the season. Oh man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 to...
They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the 49ers see the return go out of bounds, and that is how this game's going to end. So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road.